All right, we are on and live. Once again, a very warm welcome to another episode of Fauza's Diary. It's my sincere hope that we are all doing really well despite the chaos in our world. If you are looking for something little and yet inspiring, motivating, and captivating, then you have stumbled upon the right show. That's the beauty about my diaries. They inspire us, they encourage us, but also they make us think and see what other opportunities are out there for us, especially in this uncertain season that we are in. Joining me on this particular conversation, I am so excited. My sister friend, Valerie Prasatio. She's joining me all the way from Warsaw, Poland. Wow, thank you so much for joining me. She's a serial entrepreneur, founder of Independent Women, and she is bestseller of a book titled Unleash Your Inner Champion. Did you get that? Unleash Your Inner Champion. Powerful. I love this sister friend of mine. We've done a couple of things together. She is genuine, she's authentic, she is original, and she is real. Valerie, thank you so much for joining me on this conversation, and a very warm welcome to you, sweetheart. I'm so happy to see you.
Thank you for a nice introduction. I'm also super excited.
Thank you so much. And you know, the reason why I wanted us to touch base and have this conversation, Valerie, is because I remember before this whole thing crippled our entire world, COVID-19 crippled our entire world, you were busy organizing events and, you know, all those things for independent women. And then COVID-19 decided otherwise. So I'm just curious to hear from you. How is this current situation impacting your business, and how are you taking action?
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me. I think what you're doing is amazing because this is the time when we have to really support each other, support communities, and provide really encouraging and at the same time motivating things to people, but as well as provide them with the tools. And that's what basically we do also in our community.
Mm-hmm.
So as you mentioned, we do live events, and for this year we were planning to do live masterclasses, also a lot of small events, and also an annual event that always takes part in November. Besides that, I just published the book, and I was planning to do launch in 7 different countries this year. Everything was canceled. Also, I've got the invitations as a speaker. It's 8 opportunities in March, in June. I don't know what's going on also in October, but I'm pretty much sure this also will be not really possible because just in a sense of security. So basically, of course, the business were hurt in terms of like income, and also it makes us think how we can change the business model completely around the company. And that's what basically we did. Now, Independent Women is going to launch the digital platform for all its members. So basically, all the events will be virtual. It will be not just like big world event that we are putting together and it's coming very soon, but also small masterclasses or webinars. There will be a lot of free, very high quality content. Now we started to produce Independent Women Talks. It's basically what you also do. You are connecting with other entrepreneurs, and I also travel virtually and visit different countries.
I love that.
Do talks with women all around the world, and just to pull out the stories, different tools that women can do in order to build up this multidimensional life. So basically, if they have business or career, or they need to support in like relationships, parenting, so different kind of topics. All together, also we are launching app, like we are working on it. A lot of things are happening, but of course, when it's not planned, it can
Yeah,
be
we have to restructure, isn't it? Going back on the vision boards and shuffling the puzzles and see what we can do now,
exactly.
because definitely it was not as the same, before the pandemic kicked in, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
So,
But it also provides a lot of opportunities. I mean, really, uh, I think you can choose by yourself on what to focus. Of course, there are a lot of people were hurt and businesses struggling, the whole industries are struggling.
yeah.
But at the same time, if collectively we will make this decision to focus
Mm,
not on this fear space, struggle space, but on opportunities,
mm,
like for example, there are so many amazing things happened. For like I was able to have the really world-class coaching with a very strong coach. I mean, he's charging millions because he is so good.
mm.
9 days every day of coaching with him, working on my business for free. I mean, when
Wow.
else can you get this? Or I was able to join the world call with T. Harv Eker. This is
Mm,
like a huge figure in personal development and business growth space.
mm.
Like I had to wake up at 2 a.m. and he was talking like 3 hours from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. He was sharing amazing things, all his wisdom, all was live, and I'm so grateful. Like I was also able to interview like really celebrities in the personal development space. And
Mm.
that's what this time brought. I didn't think I can do this, but
Yeah.
focus on something different, it changes.
It has changed a lot of things. I mean, when this whole thing was, when it was not there, I was not thinking of doing these interviews.
Yeah.
It was not even on my vision board. And then when this whole thing crumpled, I went back on my vision board and see what other things can I do. Of course, I'm also busy with my book, my upcoming book, but I still have some extra time, and I was just, how can I fill in this gap? Apart from reading a lot and all that. So that is very inspiring and encouraging, Valerie, that, at least we are not just seated waiting for the day when the doors
No
open.
way.
So doing something,
Never know.
Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that honestly. Do you think there will be big change when Corona ends for your
Well,
business?
the question is, will Corona actually end? And
Yeah.
because it's not something new, right?
Is it gonna end actually?
Have been here. It just came again, and you don't know what's going on and on and on. I think it's an alarm for everybody, like for not just business owners in general, in your private life.
Yeah.
It's such an alarm, like wake up, what is going on with your life?
Mm-hmm.
If some people struggling now financially or health wise
Mm-hmm.
or with the relationships, like some people stuck in this lockdown with people and they can manage to be together 24 hours a day. Why? Like
It has
ask
changed a
yourself
lot of things,
why.
isn't it?
So maybe it's time to think about your life. It's not just like, oh, I'm Valerie, I have a business, or I'm Valerie, I'm a mother. I'm everything of this, and it
Mm-hmm.
makes up my multidimensional goal, multidimensional life. It's like
Mm-hmm.
power. And then I'm thinking, what kind of pieces of this life I have the opportunity to fix
Mm-hmm.
nowadays. So going back to your like question when Corona ends, how it will change. I think
Yeah.
everything has changed already. The way we communicate, the way
Mm-hmm.
we appreciate things that we had free access to. Like
Mm-hmm.
we were able to go out without any issues, but we were stuck in our phones and our gadgets. Only when we were like restricted, we were like, oh my gosh, I want to go out. I want to meet
Yeah.
my friends face to face. I want to go to nature, enjoy so many things that are free, things that we are given and we were taking
For
like for
granted.
granted.
Yeah.
So in this terms as well, business wise, I mean, depends on which industry you are. You have to be really creative. And now you know that you have, especially the business owners who just start, you have to think plan A, plan B, plan
Yeah.
C, plan
And
D.
A, B, C, D until Z. Oh,
Exactly.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's really honestly, and it's, yeah, we have to see new avenues and alternative. But I also love how you're putting it, that you are a myriad of a lot of things, not just, a businesswoman, a serial entrepreneur, or an author, or, because you also have other duties to do as well. And just being you, be just being Valerie. So it's, yeah, thank you for sharing that. But do you see, do you, do you, what's your strategy when the corona crisis is contained? We don't know
Well,
when it's going to end. I love what you had shared before, but I'm also just curious to hear what is the strategy of your organization when corona is contained?
well, I think it depends on the industry. Like we are in women empowerment, education industry where we're helping a lot of people. And the major challenge is that how willingly people learn online and how accountable they are.
Yeah,
So basically nowadays we are working on these strategies, how we can really get the same results, but not just like working like it's different, right? I mean, it's from one side it's a huge opportunity to spread information and awareness like globally, right? Just by
mm,
home. From the other side, like we are now connected, you're in Dubai, I'm in Europe.
yeah,
From the other side, it's a challenge. You don't know if people are really accountable to watch it till the end and how they're going to implement in their life.
yeah,
And in general, this feeling when you feel the vibrations or I don't know, energy of people when you go to live events, it's different when it's online.
yeah,
So we're working on this kind of results, how we can get it in a way, like continue delivering good quality, but also be sure that what we're doing is not in vain.
yeah,
So that's what we are focusing on. At the same time, as I told you, it's a beautiful time when you can connect with people
yeah,
who, well, in our industry, it's always like this when you bring like celebrities, like big names to your event, people are more encouraged to come to participate to see.
yeah,
For us it's a great opportunity because the event that we're putting together, a lot of people joining like celebrities in our world, in our personal development world,
yeah,
and
yeah,
great opportunities. And we are developing now a lot of master classes, a lot of things that will bring enormous value, I believe, and
yeah,
hopefully people will get it. So in but of course, I mean, it's not comparable with other industries like I don't know,
yeah,
hospitality or tourism or even some property, like you see in constructions like
mhm,
commercial buildings are staying empty. And
yeah, yeah,
I think it's also a message for people who wants to start. Think about what people always need. They need
yeah,
food, they need something to drink, they always need shelter, they always need to grow and
yeah,
learn. Like education is something that you always need.
mm,
That's why, yes, it's crisis, it's challenging, but at the same time, people always want to grow, people always want to learn something new. So that's what we are basically doing.
yeah. It's very true. I mean, it's like what we keep on talking about. It's we we, we need to do something. We need to act, and we need, yeah, because you can't just wait for someone else to do it. We are the one who can also take the plunge and say, okay, what's the need? What's the need in my society? What's the need in my community? What can I do? What problems can I solve? So yeah, that is really powerful, Valerie. um, my other question that I had actually for you is, do you see new opportunities for your industry?
The opportunities.
Mm,
Uh, there is always opportunities, and especially if you're an entrepreneur,
yeah,
the crisis produce a lot of opportunities. Why? Because I think you know this as well. We are focusing not on like, oh my gosh, on problems. We're focusing on solutions. And
yeah.
when you start to focus on solutions, there will be plenty of opportunities opening to you. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, sometimes it's mind blowing.
I think it's also because you know there is a problem and you want to solve that problem. So it's
Exactly.
not about the problem, but it's more about what can I do, isn't it?
I think I always say there are two things. I mean, there are a lot of things, but the two major things that are killing even the most genius and amazing businesses and entrepreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
particularly ego and greediness.
Mm-hmm.
If you are operating from ego, you're thinking, oh, what is about me? What is about me? How I can so and with the time, okay, even if you're successful nowadays and
Yeah.
even you help a lot of people, but if at the end of the day everything comes to you, there will be the moment when you are completely stuck
Yeah.
and you can't find the way from this until you realize you have to free up yourself from this.
Yeah.
However, you are here to operate from completely different mindset, from heart, from soul, from your real life mission, and
Mm.
really focus on solutions, as I told, to serve these people
Yeah.
who can help. Sometimes it can be, you know, it can be free. Sometimes, of course, you charge because otherwise people are not feeling responsible and
Yes.
accountable.
They
And the
don't
same,
take it seriously.
yeah, at the end of the day, it's also business, yes. And
And
the more,
actually, what I've realized, Valerie, it adds value when people pay for it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And basically, if you are growing, you're able to help even more at the same time.
Yeah.
So when you operate from this kind of mindset, as I said, you attract people who are also from this kind of space, and
Mm.
together you are doing amazing projects. Now we're working on a lot of really great projects just because you attract like people who are like your mirror
Yeah. Your tribe. I call it the tribe.
yes, you're building up this tribe of
Do you
people.
have tribe in Warsaw? In Kenya, we have a
Yeah,
tribe.
yeah, exactly. Well, nowadays, you know, there is was time of this old way marketing, traditional marketing that we were studying in university. There was also, well, still exists the marketing of like influencers and things like this, but times are changing, and now it's all about community. It's all about building your tribe.
Yeah.
So basically, this is the opportunity to build your digital brand, your digital presence, and also connect this tribe that no matter in what kind of areas,
Capacity.
countries, countries of the world they are, they still can connect, they still
Yeah.
can support and provide value to each other.
Absolutely. I mean, we need to, the journey of entrepreneur, you cannot do it on your own.
Yeah,
You need to
exactly.
have your tribe. You need to have yeah, you need to have your tribe. So yeah, that is very powerful. Thank you for sharing that. What will be your
Can I just
advice?
add, I think you can build up the tribe only when you decide for yourself to be authentic. I
True.
mean, this is the best time, but talking about the opportunities, this is the opportunity to realign with yourself and ask yourself who you are, what you are, put
Mm,
yourself out, like stand out and
mm,
say, I have my opinion, this is who I am, that's
yeah,
what I want.
yeah,
And then people like can be attracted. Otherwise, it doesn't work otherwise.
yeah, yeah. It's true because you cannot also be with everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, so some energy, it's not worth it. It's true. I love that. Thank you for that. What would be your advice, Valerie, for women, even men, millennials, anyone who would like to tap into entrepreneurship?
Well, it's a huge question, but just like to sum up everything, I'm entrepreneurship since I don't know 2009. This is when I started my first business.
Yeah.
I think, as I told you, to add to what I said, is basically decide who you are first of all to connect with yourself because entrepreneur like there's different things. There's business, and business is more oriented on money, cash flow.
Mm.
There's entrepreneurship. What is the difference? Because we are entrepreneurs, no matter what is happening, we always find the solutions.
You will
Even
still stick on.
the road is like this, it's never like straight.
It will go down, but it's gonna come up again.
Exactly, and you always can find the way, but it's not for everybody. I mean, sometimes you don't need to be a business owner or an entrepreneur. This has to be very like decision. Why do you want this? First of all, connect with yourself and realize why do you want to do this. And when you
Mm.
have your why, this will support you, because we have the days when we're also crying, when we're completely falling apart. And believe me, when you start, there is not so many people who will be sharing or cheering for you, or even sharing, sometimes it's so hard for people to share. Oh, look, my
Yeah.
friend actually started a new business.
Yeah.
That mindset we are now growing in our communities, to celebrate your friend or your, I don't know, person from your network starts something new or launched a new product. Let's
Mm.
celebrate, let's spread awareness. There are countries where this kind of digitalization works already like many, many years.
Mm.
And if you have a network of people who are like close to you, somebody has a business, and they spread so fast to each other like crazy. And that's how they keep each other like sustainable.
Yeah.
Win-win situation. I don't know why, but here it's still not easy to do business in a way that people are not really open. And you will actually
Yeah.
find out, oh my gosh, people who I thought will support me, they actually
Mm.
don't. But that's
Yeah.
no problem, because you will find like-minded people who will. So basically, coming back to your question, find out your why. Why do you want to do this? Who
Mm.
is your audience? Whom do you want to serve? I know that sometimes we have crazy, incredible ideas, but the question, how are you going to sell it? Who's
Yeah.
going to buy? If you go into the business, it has to be bring money. So
Yeah.
just figure out whom you want to buy this, and start to invest in your mindset. This is so important.
The
The
mind.
mindset of the champion, the mindset of being a winner. And sometimes, even if it's crisis, like not just global crisis, but personal crisis,
Mm.
this will really bring you together, like put you together, and will help you to stand up and go again on your path.
Mm.
Figure out that it's a new day. You still have you, and you
Yeah.
have to be unchangeable, because a lot of people can get out from your life,
Yeah.
can be crisis happening, but you
Yeah.
have to have something stable
Yeah.
and unchangeable, and it's you.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And for you, my viewers who are watching this, Valerie, she's insisting on connect with yourself. Going into entrepreneurship or business, you need to know why you want to do it. Connect with yourself. What is the problem that you want to solve? Is it even realistic? And the other thing which she said that really it's going to stick up with me for a while, the mind, the mindset. What do you tell yourself? What thoughts comes into your mind? Do you think you are a champion? Do you think you can do this? What do you think of yourself? I love that, Valerie. Connect with yourself. Oh, powerful. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
inviting
Thank you
me.
so much for joining me on this conversation. And thank you for sharing your wisdom. Thank you for sharing everything honestly and teaching everybody. That was like I was in a class. Oh, thank you. Powerful, powerful. Thank you so much. And yeah, remember your why. I will leave the viewers with that. Remember your why. What has made you want to start an entrepreneurship journey? Okay? Stay
Yeah,
safe, and I will see you soon. Valerie, thank you
stay
so much for joining me,
safe,
and I will
healthy,
see you
strong.
soon. Hey, I cannot talk about it here. I will see you soon.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.